There is an old saying where I come from. It says that time is the only thief that never gets caught. You never see it stealing from you. You never hear it entering your house. Yet one day, you look around your life and realize something is missing. Years. Let me tell you about a young man named Adrian. Adrian lived in a quiet town where nothing particularly exciting ever seemed to happen. The streets were familiar. The same coffee shop on the corner. The same bus passing every morning. The same people walking the same routes every day. And Adrian believed something many young people believe. He believed his real life would start later. Not today, not tomorrow, but someday. Adrian had dreams, big ones. He once told his friends he wanted to build a company that would change people's lives. He wanted freedom. He wanted success. He wanted the kind of life that made people stop and say, "How did he do that?" But Adrian also had a habit. A quiet one, a comfortable one, a dangerous one. He always told himself, "I'll start tomorrow." One morning, Adrian woke up at 10:30. Sunlight was already filling the room. His phone was buzzing with notifications. He grabbed it. Just 5 minutes, he told himself. 5 minutes became 20. 20 became an hour. Then suddenly he realized something. It was almost noon. But instead of feeling urgency, he shrugged. "There's still time," he said. That was Adrian's favorite lie. You see, Adrian believed time worked like a bank account. He believed he had plenty stored away. So he spent his days casually. Scrolling, watching videos, talking about his dreams instead of building them. And at night, he would feel a small, uncomfortable thought creeping into his mind. A whisper. "You wasted today." But Adrian had a solution for that too. He would promise himself tomorrow would be different. Tomorrow he would wake up early. Tomorrow he would work harder. Tomorrow he would start. But tomorrow has a strange habit. It moves. Every time you reach it, it becomes another tomorrow. Months passed, then years. Adrian turned 25, then 28. One evening, something strange happened. Adrian found himself walking home through the town square. The sun was setting, the air was cool, and the streets were unusually quiet. As he walked past a small bookstore he had never noticed before, something caught his eye. A sign in the window. It read, "The Shop of Lost Time." Adrian laughed quietly. What kind of weird name is that, he thought. But curiosity is a powerful thing. So he pushed the door open. A small bell rang as he entered. Inside the shop, everything felt strange, not scary, just unusual. Long shelves were filled with jars, hundreds of them, maybe thousands. Each jar had a small label. Adrian walked closer, and what he read made his stomach tighten. 3 hours wasted scrolling. 6 hours procrastinating. 1 entire day doing nothing. Adrian blinked. "What is this place?" he whispered. Then he heard a voice behind him. Calm, old, steady. It's where people's lost time ends up. Adrian turned around. An elderly man stood behind the counter. His eyes were sharp, like he had seen far more than most people. Adrian laughed nervously. "Lost time?" he said. "That's not possible." The old man simply pointed to a jar. Adrian stepped closer. The label read, "Adrian, Tuesday, March 4th, 5 hours wasted." His heart skipped. That can't be mine," he said quickly. The old man smiled faintly. "Every moment you waste comes here." Adrian looked around the room again. Thousands of jars, some large, some small. "Whose are these?" Adrian asked. "Everyone's," the old man replied. Then the old man walked slowly along the shelf. He picked up a jar, a very large one. Dust covered the glass. This belonged to a man who always said he would start his dream business tomorrow. The old man set it down. He died still planning to start. Adrian swallowed. Suddenly, the room felt colder. "Can people take their time back?" Adrian asked quietly. The old man looked at him carefully. Then he said something Adrian would never forget. "No one ever comes to collect it." The silence in the shop grew heavy. Adrian stared at the jars again. Years of wasted moments, years of delays, years of "I'll start tomorrow." And suddenly, Adrian noticed something terrifying. There was a shelf, an entire shelf with his name on it. Some jars were small, but some were huge. Days, weeks, maybe even months of wasted time. His chest tightened. "Can I stop this?" Adrian asked quietly. The old man nodded slowly. "There is only one way." "How?" Adrian asked. The old man leaned closer. His voice was calm, but serious. "Use today." Adrian left the shop that night with a strange feeling in his chest. The air outside felt different. The town looked the same. But something inside him had changed. For the first time in his life, time felt real. The next morning, Adrian woke up early, not because he had to, but because he didn't want another jar waiting for him. He started small, learning, working, building. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months, and something surprising began to happen. His life slowly started moving forward. The dream he once only talked about began becoming real. Years later, Adrian walked past the same street again. He looked for the bookstore, but it was gone. The building was empty, like it never had been there. Adrian stood there for a long moment, thinking. Then he smiled, because whether the shop was real or just something his mind needed to see, the lesson remained. Every wasted day becomes a jar somewhere in your life, a jar you can never open again. And one day, when people grow older, they realize something painful. The biggest regret in life is not failure. It is wasted time. So let me ask you something, a question worth thinking about. If someone opened a shop filled with jars of your wasted time, how many would have your name on them? And more importantly, what will you do with the next jar that hasn't been filled yet? because today is still empty, and what you do with it will decide the life you live tomorrow. Comment which part of the story hit you the hardest, and like and subscribe to get smarter.